happy, happy, happy. Happy, 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 happy.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our podcast. As always, I'm your host Mikyal, and today we've got something really exciting for all of you, especially those who are currently walking the path of English education in college.
That's right, Mikyal. Today we are going to dive into the life of students in their third semester of the English education program. These are the students who have settled into college life but still have a lot ahead of them, from classes to extracurricular activities and even being part of the student association or HMJ.
Yeah, that's right. So if you are a third semester student or just curious about what it's like to be one, this episode is for you. Well, let's talk about balancing academics, dealing with social life, and how being active in student organization like HMJ can impact your journey.
Let's kick things off with something we can all relate to, the transition from freshman year to this third semester. What do you think, Mikyal? How do you feel semester 3 compares to the earlier semester?
So to answer that question, honestly, by the time you hit the third semester, you're no longer trying to figure out the basics of being a college student. You know how the system works, you've got your routine, but here's the catch. The pressure starts to build up, you're expected to take more challenging courses, and there's the constant reminder that the future is just around the corner, especially in English education, where you are starting to dive deeper into pedagogy and teaching methods.
Exactly. In the first year, most of us were focused on adapting, figuring out how to navigate college life, how to manage time and get through general courses. But now the subjects are more specialized, right? You're not just learning English, you're learning how to teach it. Things like lesson planning, language acquisition theories, and even classroom management techniques start coming up.
And that's where things get interesting. You're no longer just a student, you're preparing to be a teacher, but at the same time, you're still finding your identity as a college student. Let's not forget, a lot of students also get involved in extracurriculars like being part of HMJ.
Yeah, being in HMJ is another level of responsibility. It's not just about academics anymore. A lot of third semester students juggle their coursework while managing events, meetings, and even mentoring younger students in the department. How do you think that changes the college experience, Mikyal?
So, to answer that question, joining HMJ definitely as a new dynamic. It can be really rewarding because you're actively contributing to your campus environment. But it's also challenging. You're solely responsible for organizing academic and non-academic activities, collaborating with professors, and sometimes even dealing with university administration. So all of this teach you leadership and teamwork, but it can be overwhelming, especially when you're trying to maintain good grades.
That's so true. You're not just a student attending classes anymore. You're also someone who's accountable to your peers and the organization. What's interesting is that some people thrive under this kind of pressure, while others find it difficult to balance both.
Yeah, right. And the social dynamics shift too. You start building a network not only with your classmates, but also with people from different patches in departments. It can be a bit intimidating at first, but over time you realize that these connections are valuable. They can lead to collaboration, internship, or even job opportunities after graduation.
Speaking of future opportunities, the third semester is also the time when students start thinking seriously about internship or teaching practicable. You start asking yourself, what kind of teacher do I want to be? Do I want to focus on primary education, secondary education, or even to pursue something more academic like research or higher education?
Exactly, and that's where things get complicated. You're still learning the foundation, but you're already being asked to think about specialization. It's a lot to take in. I think that's why being active in organization can be helpful. It gives you a broader perspective and both soft skills that are just as important as academic knowledge.
Totally agree. Soft skills like communication, conflict resolution, and leadership are not always taught in the classroom, but you need them if you want to be successful in the real world, especially in education. Let's also talk about the mental and emotional aspect of all this. How do students cope with stress during this time?
Well, I think it depends on the person, but support systems are crucial. Some students rely on their close friends or family, while other friends comfort in being part of student communities. You have to find ways to de-stress because the workload in the third semester can get heavy, especially with your project, presentation, and academic writing tasks.
And it's not just about dealing with the academic side of things. There's also the social aspect. By this time, most students have their group of friends, but sometimes social pressures can make things tough. Balancing relationships, both personal and professional, while keeping up with your studies can be exhausting.
That's real. You're expected to perform well in so many areas, academically, socially, and organizationally. That's why self-care is really important, even if it's not something as simple as setting aside time for yourself. It's also okay to say no sometimes. Remember that. To make sure you're not overextend yourself.
Yeah, so to wrap up, being the third semester student in English education is a unique experience. It's a balancing act between academics, organizational responsibilities, and personal growth. It's a time when you start laying the groundwork for your future while navigating the challenges of today.
Yeah, that's right. To all the students out there, remember that it's okay to struggle sometimes, but also give yourself credit for how far you've come. This is a pivotal time for your college journey, and it's important to stay focused, but also take time to enjoy the process.
And for those of you who are juggling HMJ duties with your studies, know that the skills you're developing now will definitely pay off in the future. Keep pushing, stay balanced, and don't forget to reach out for support when you need it.
We hope today's episode gave you some insight to the life of the third semester English education student. As always, thank you for tuning into our podcast, and don't forget to subscribe and follow us on social media for content. Until next time, take care and keep learning.
See you in the next episode, friends. Stay awesome. Bye-bye.